Hi there. I hope everyone is doing okay during this trying time of pandemic, and I hope that this little video that I'm making will take your mind off, at least temporarily, of all the depressing news that we hear all around us. So, and my second goal is maybe it will help you to make a decision if you want to travel to Saudi Arabia. So, how did this all start? In September, at the end of September of last year, 2019, I saw in the news that Saudi Arabia is opening its borders to foreign tourists from something like 50 plus countries, maybe even more. That's never happened before, even though there are about 10 million foreigners living temporarily in Saudi Arabia. Most of them, or all of them actually, came for work, mostly from poor countries like Bangladesh, Philippines, Pakistan, and some others. Also, there are millions of people Muslims, who make every year a journey to Mecca, either for Hajj or Umrah. What's the difference? Hajj is something like 1 week period during the year that pilgrims go to Mecca, and Umrah is the same thing, but you can go any time of the year. And those people are not tourists, they are not allowed to travel around Saudi Arabia, they are going just to Mecca for the pilgrimage. So, after I saw the news, I called my old buddy with whom I traveled over the years to various countries and continents, and I asked him to join me. So we applied for the visa over the internet online, and it was pretty fast. As soon as we submitted application for visa with the picture and paid the fee, the approval came back into my inbox within hours. After that, we made all the logistics, basically just airline, car rental, because there is a lot of ground to cover in Saudi Arabia. It's a huge country, and the best thing, if you are limited by time, the best thing is by car. In addition to that, we have made just one hotel reservation for the first night. When you get somewhere, you don't necessarily want to run around, especially after all-night flight, basically, and after driving the whole day to run around and look for a hotel. So, there is only one little problem. I didn't have my video camera with me. All I had was just my old trusted Nikon DSLR, which doesn't shoot good videos at all. So mostly what I will do is I will talk and I will show you pictures. I think at the end I will have a little clip from Nikon, but it's not a very good quality. But we will see. I hope you will enjoy it, and it will help you decide. Thanks. So this is Saudi Evisa. This is what I have received several hours after I submitted application with the picture online and paid, and it cost exactly $140 US dollars. When I have received the e-visa, there was also attached a receipt for the mandatory insurance on tourists to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. It really surprised me because I've never seen any insurance included in the price of visa anywhere I went, and I think I visited like 70 countries. When I looked into the fine print of the insurance, I was impressed because it says here the benefits and limit of coverage under this policy is 100,000 SR. SR is Saudi Riyal. It's pegged to the US dollar. Exchange rate is about 3.5 Saudi Riyals for $1 US, and it covers quite a few things: hospitalization expenses, hospitalization, and so on. So really interesting. Even emergency dental treatment, I don't know how much you can get for SR 500 done, but it's better than nothing, right? And here is our intended itinerary. We were planning on landing in Riyadh, obviously, capital of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and the same day going up northwest to Hyle, and that was 600 or 800 kilometers, so it was pretty tough after overnight sleepless flight to drive 800 kilometers in a completely new country and so on, but it was doable and we did it. And from there we traveled west to Al Ula, later on to Yambu, to the south to Jeddah, then we circled around Mecca, and from Mecca all the way through Riyadh to Al-Aqsa, which is a famous oasis in the desert. I will talk about it later. From there we went to Dammam, which is kind of in a oil-rich area, also is relatively close to the Persian Gulf. And from there we went to Bahrain, but not by car. We had to go by bus because the cars, basically, especially rented cars, are not permitted out of Saudi Arabia, especially not to Bahrain. And eventually from Dammam we went back to Riyadh, where we spent a couple of days. Okay guys, I hope you liked what you saw, and if you did, just go to the bottom of your screen and click on that little icon, that huge bucket, and sign up for my channel, hopefully before I kick the bucket.